It's here. This is the most beautiful train ride in the world. It's here on top of a bridge where a train passes by 3 times a day in the middle of the most beautiful nature.
You may be wondering, where is this train?
Well, this is in Sri Lanka, one of the most beautiful islands in the world that you need to see, and also one of my favorite countries.
I love Sri Lanka!
The truth is, not enough people talk about Sri Lanka, but they should. It has everything you need to fall in love. It has nature. Beautiful waterfalls, hundreds of them, coming out of mountains. That's why this country is called the country of waterfalls. Beautiful mountains where people plant millions of tea plants like this one.
Welcome to Sri Lanka!
And beautiful beaches that are literally untouched and clean. It's beautiful, and you get your own beach, and it's so private. Like there is kilometers of untouched beach. I'm in love. It has culture. Everywhere you look, Sri Lanka has colonial style forts. Sri Lanka has Buddhist temples and towns you can walk for hours without getting bored.
Look, this is a Hindu celebration in the middle of the street, just randomly taking place.
The local food, kottu, is one of my favorite street food. It's not the healthiest, but it tastes... wow! The best! It has some of the most generous and hospitable people you will meet are Sri Lankan. Everyone is polite, friendly, and excited to meet tourists. Sri Lankan hospitality is world class. They've set up all this food, all that food by the beach just for 3 guys to have dinner. Thank you. No wonder Sri Lanka was chosen as one of the top destinations to visit in 2024. Oftentimes, we think beauty should look luxury or modern or minimalist. But places like Sri Lanka have a different type of beauty. A beauty that is raw. A beauty that is hundreds of years old. A beauty that makes you feel one with nature and one with time. And that's why, to me, Sri Lanka is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. The country I'm in right now quit coffee! They stopped drinking it, they stopped making it! Instead, they drink something better, a different kind of plant. This. What is this? Let me tell you the story. 150 years ago, Sri Lanka was one of the largest producers of coffee in the world. Everybody here had a coffee farm and loved coffee until one day a disease came and destroyed all the coffee plants. The whole coffee industry died. So, Sri Lanka researched a different kind of drink to produce. A drink that is healthier and better than coffee. It has 1/3 of the caffeine. It does not give you a headache like coffee. It has many more flavors. It has antioxidants. It helps with diabetes and weight loss. You guessed it!
The drink is called
Yes, Sri Lanka changed from making coffee to making tea. And that was the best decision ever. Now, this country is the fourth largest maker of tea in the world. More than 4% of the island is just tea plants.
Check this out. They took the whole top of the mountain and then they just filled it with tea plantations. All of it. It's amazing.
1 million Sri Lankans work in tea farms, and almost every Sri Lankan drinks tea.
We love tea! We love tea! We love tea!
Everywhere you look, you see factories that make tea like this one.
Tastes like Sri Lanka.
In Sri Lanka, tea is a science. They have tens of flavors.
Check this. The plane to Sri Lanka has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 types of tea.
Every cup is measured to make sure it's 2.5 grams of tea per teacup, and it's brewed exactly for 3 minutes.
2.5 gram is a cup of tea is our tradition more than 100 years.
This is white tea, the most expensive tea here in Sri Lanka because it's unprocessed. It's as natural as it gets, and it looks very different from any other tea brand.
The nature of this country is perfect for tea plants. It has the right elevation, the right sun, the right moisture. That's why tea here tastes a little bit sweeter than anywhere else in the world. And you didn't hear it from me. You heard it from professional tea tasters.
It's fairly sweet.
I am not a coffee guy. I don't like too much caffeine or headaches or addiction. I am a tea guy. That's why I am so happy to be in the country of tea, Sri Lanka.
It is so nice to just hang out at a tea farm and drink locally made tea.
The country that proved tea is better for you than coffee.
So maybe it's time to quit coffee and drink tea instead. I am so happy to announce that I bought this apartment. Yes, this is my home.
It's a 2-bedroom apartment with its own kitchen
This is my minibar.
and jacuzzi
Come to my pool.
with a view of the most beautiful beach.
Wow. I love this beach. There's no one here. It's like a virgin beach.
I invested hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy this place in a country I don't even live in. It's in... But why? See, I visited over 100 countries so far.
But when I landed in Sri Lanka, I felt something different.
I felt like this country is underrated. It had everything a tourist needs to have the best time ever. It is small and compact.
It is easy to get around.
It is so clean you can sleep on the street. It is green. It has unique culture, amazing nature, rich wildlife, delicious food, and it has incredible people.
All of this made me realize that tourism in Sri Lanka is going to be big.
And the first thing all these tourists need, a place to stay.
So I put my money where my mouth is and bought this apartment from my friend.
Who turned it into a beautiful hotel. And I'm not the only one who thinks this way. In Sri Lanka, everybody is building new hotels to welcome tourists. This one is eco-friendly.
This is a new hotel, eco hotel, and it's like super affordable, beautiful view. Like, what else can you ask for?
This one is super luxury, and this one is a pool resort.
The prices in Sri Lanka are still affordable for the average tourist. So take advantage of that and come experience this.
They're also building new cities, like this new city that will become the Wall Street of Sri Lanka.
And this tower.
The tallest building in the country, which is like the Eiffel Tower, with a rotating restaurant and a view of the city. All of this gives one message to the world.
Come to Sri Lanka.
Come to Sri Lanka.
Here's the thing. Sri Lanka is not a rich country. It still has a lot of problems. But it has potential.
Potential for tourism, potential for business, potential for growth, potential for a brighter future.
And that's why I am so happy to call this place home.